the end zone, the road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Jackson now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
At their own 40-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard
From the
line.
46. Here's 2nd down and 4. Now Brown. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. Still going. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after pitch.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
A pitch comes to Williams. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Detroit.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. In motion is Myers. Throwing on 2nd down. May. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Williams.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And they won't be able to draw them offside. Time has run out here in the first quarter. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it looking at fourth and less than a yard. They'll go for it. It's Williams. First down and more. Inside the 20. Finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
25 yards.
Not only did they convert on fourth down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Panthers.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
Line 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Made out on 1st and 10. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Detroit.
On play action, here's May. There's a reception for Chris Godwin. The attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
May to throw again. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger.
May's pass. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll run here with Brown. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he'll only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
That shotgun snap, back to Aller. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
This one down the field, but wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And that'll set up 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, and he sends it away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
Their own 31-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
In motion is Myers. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So that brings up 4th down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. To return, it's Jackson. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Carry here for Brown. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Allen. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
I love blitzing defensive backs. So when they blitz the corner, Mike, they call it a cat pressure. He's the corner cat. Man, it's so hard for the offense to get a beat on him. Who's accounting for him? And in this case, nobody was.
3rd and long. And here's Aller. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down. They'll send out the punt team, and the kick's away. Oh, that could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Oh, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On second down, it's May. Pass over the middle, but it's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is May. A dive and a catch. Incredible. The Lions call their first timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. Here's May again. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. To throw again is May. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. But a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. His kick is perfect. And the Lions are back within 5. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Rain now starting to come down as they step to the line of scrimmage to begin this drive. Here's Brown. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do them any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
On the ground, it's Brown. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A lot can go wrong here in the rain, but this one is away. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20.
17-yard line.
off the bootleg. Here's May. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Williams. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Latu. There to bring him down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They put Wilson in motion. Oh, Godwin wide open. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again. 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They send Godwin in motion. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. 28 yards on the gain, and it sets up 1st and goal. Two yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They send Godwin in motion. Williams is in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Mike, I can't tell you how many times I've heard offensive line coaches, run game coordinators, they stand up there and they tell these backs, we're going to try to get a hat on a hat. We're going to try to keep as many of these guys off you as we can, but we can't block them all. You need to be your own blocker as a running back down on the goal line. Hit it, no hesitation, run with pad level and power, and punch it in.
And he finds his way into the end zone again. Good stretch, finding the goal line, the touchdown, and the 2-point conversion. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll push ahead to the 21. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. 2nd down, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, Aller. The open man is Reed. He's got it. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down to the 35-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Aller under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Will McDonald getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Aller. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And third down coming up.
All right, so the first two, they go clearly to the defense. You get a first down sack. That sets everything of the drive for the offense behind the 8 ball. Then they followed up with a forced incompletion. So now 3rd and long, this is a must-pass situation, and the defense has a prime opportunity to get themselves off the field. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That is taken at the 10. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
They put Wilson in motion. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Lions first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
It's another run here for Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
May to throw on 2nd down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. New set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Throw on the run is complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 14. Good way to start the 4th quarter with a 1st down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. 1st down, it is Williams. And he will score again. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. The extra point is good. And the Lions go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Latest reports are that the rain clouds have pushed on. Hopefully, we are dry the rest of the way as they get set for 1st and 10. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It's a gain of 42 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Haller now on 1st down. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. Trying to connect with Chase Brown on that one.
Brings up second
And it'll lead to a second down.
22-yard line.
Back to the air goes Allen. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. To the air again, Allen. And this will be incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. Well, they know they needed at least a field goal to try to cut this to a one-possession game, so they got it. But now, can the defense, can they tighten up here and get a quick stop? Because not only do they need the ball back, they need to make sure they leave enough time for what would be a game-winning drive.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll go again here with Williams.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Charbonnet. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. In motion is Myers. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. Drive rolls on here with 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. He's going to be slowed up and taken down. That play goes nowhere. Stuck behind the line for a loss.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now, May. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Third down and 3. To throw now, May, and the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now the timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. And the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
For the field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
This one is hooking, and he missed it. No good. Wide to the left. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game. This is 1st and 10. That shotgun snap, back to Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And 10.
From the shotgun, here's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. From the gun here on third down, Allen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. Stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Aller to throw again. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Here comes second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it is Allen. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.